What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video here on the channel, and today we're going to be talking about Courage, who is a pretty major YouTube gaming streamer. That sounds pretty weird for me to be saying right now, but I would have said that he was a pretty major Twitch streamer. However, it turns out that as of today, he is no longer a Twitch streamer. Now, this is following a trend of several other very popular Twitch streamers, where they've basically just up and left Twitch. Now, it all pretty much started with Ninja when he left for Mixer, and then of course, we saw Shroud do the same thing, and Courage is pretty much the third one. Now, the difference here is that the first two, Ninja and Shroud, actually went to Mixer, which is actually a smaller competitor, obviously, than YouTube Gaming, but Courage is the first major streamer to leave Twitch for YouTube. Now, we've been talking about these stories as they happen individually because, well, they are pretty major stories in the streaming world because, well, for a long time now, Twitch has pretty much had a monopoly over the entire platform or industry, I guess. If you wanted to make it big in streaming for a long time, you pretty much had to go to Twitch, and I guess that's still kind of the case. Like, Twitch is definitely still the biggest place to go when it comes down to it. The most successful streamers, for the most part, except obviously for the select few that have moved on, are mostly on Twitch, and as it stands, you know, it's pretty much the best place for people who want to start streaming to go. So, Twitch has been the top dog for a long time, but with these kinds of things happening where these other platforms are stepping up and they're actually throwing money out like this to acquire the talent from Twitch, it's kind of threatening that, you know what I'm saying? I think this is a way for them to kind of make a threat. Now, the problem is we went through the numbers when it came down to Shroud, how much it actually was affecting Twitch's success when these kinds of things happened. Now, with Ninja, Mixer didn't necessarily like explode in popularity or anything. It wasn't like they had their market share at 1% before Ninja, and then he comes onto the platform, all of a sudden they're 10% of the market. In fact, Mixer actually had a smaller market share after signing Ninja onto the platform than they did beforehand because of some other factors. But I still think there's a lot of really good things about these kinds of moves to highlight. Now, of course, like I said, this is the first time we've seen YouTube just come out and do something like this. They haven't made a big move like this, so to see them make this kind of acquisition is pretty major in these developments because it shows that another competitor is stepping up and is starting to, I guess, spend money to acquire talent, because this whole fight for the last, you know, however long it's been going on now has basically been between Mixer and Twitch. Now, Mixer has been acquiring all these people, and Twitch has been, you know, I guess trying to hold out and hope that all their talent doesn't get signed off, but now YouTube, they come in and they snatch someone like Courage. All of a sudden, you know, now there's three pretty major options to get signed to. If you're one of these major content creators, you know, you're a Dr. Disrespect, or you're a Tim the Tap Man, or you're something like that, you know, you're huge on Twitch. All of a sudden, you have avenues opened up where you can be making a pretty significant chunk of change just for signing an exclusivity deal to one of these platforms. This kind of thing wasn't happening a year ago. Now, when you look at this, does this signify that YouTube Gaming all of a sudden is going to explode and become the next Twitch? Probably not. Now, YouTube Gaming does have a somewhat significant share of the market. They are pretty much the second biggest streaming platform, but when it comes down to it, nobody is really touching Twitch. They are pretty much 3/4 of the entire growth and scene of the entire streaming platform. So this move here is major, but I don't know if it's major enough, like with Shroud, of course, you know, to actually be something that's going to destroy Twitch. Now, this is more significant because, like I said, YouTube has opened themselves up to the game. All of a sudden, streamers now have the option to go to YouTube, or to go to Mixer, or to go to Twitch and, you know, stay exclusive there. And I'm sure maybe even Facebook is going to actually open up to this idea here pretty soon, because Facebook Gaming is also a streaming platform. They do own, I think, a pretty decent share of the platform or the market share for streaming. They're actually, as of right now, a little bit bigger than Mixer, so they could probably pull something off too. But it starts to bring up interesting questions now too, where it's like, where do you go based on what factors? Is it all based on money, or is it all based on, you know, performance on the website? Because on YouTube, you will be opening yourself up to a very significant audience. There are billions of people who use YouTube all the time. You know, every month billions of active users. YouTube is one of the biggest websites on the entire internet. In fact, YouTube, out of all of these platforms, is the biggest website. Now, YouTube Gaming, not as big as actual YouTube, but in reality, I think that's just because YouTube hasn't actually invested the money into making YouTube Gaming anything significant and actually building it up. Now, I have streamed a lot on YouTube, okay? I've actually streamed more on YouTube than Twitch because more of my audience is here, so I have streamed a lot on YouTube. Now, I think personally YouTube has a lot of problems when it comes down to the streaming service itself. The UI is not very good. When it comes down to streaming, they try to make, I think, the actual user interface for the streaming and everything way too much like the videos, and I don't think it works out very well because the chat is this weird little rectangle and it goes and it doesn't operate very well. And overall, I just don't think that YouTube is currently a great platform to stream when it comes down to the technicalities of it, because I think Twitch is a much more developed service, but these are the kinds of questions that people have to start asking themselves when they make these kinds of moves. Do I just want to go ahead and chase the bag, or do I want to focus on my audience growth, which of course will eventually get you the bag regardless, or do I want a website that's going to be easy to use, or do I want to deal with the headache? Now, with YouTube, you're going to deal with some headache streaming because YouTube just, they don't have a great streaming platform. They really don't, and I know the Creator Studio updates and whatever is supposed to fix a lot of the problems. Personally speaking, I don't think that it really does. I think that YouTube also needs to be investing a lot of money into YouTube Gaming as a platform, not just by buying out these creators and getting them in these multi-year exclusivity deals and whatnot, but also by developing the tools that they need to also grow, because you're going to see Courage come on here and he's going to do well. Don't get me wrong. Courage is going to come onto YouTube. He's going to do really good. He's probably going to get some really good numbers and everything, but if YouTube developed out the streaming service a little bit better and they made it easier to use, a little bit better looking, they polished it up, I think then they could actually truly make something competitive. Because on top of the fact that Twitch is the biggest platform for streaming, that's another thing that I think people take into consideration, is that Twitch is overall just a better streaming platform than YouTube. So now, of course, the question has to be asked, is Courage actually going to be the thing that's gonna, take YouTube Gaming into the stratosphere and make it the biggest thing on planet Earth? Individually, probably not, but I think that once again, these moves, they are power moves. I mean, of course, this gets YouTube Gaming into the whole conversation, but at the same time, YouTube has to also focus on getting a variety of different creators. Like, I don't think that the platform can explode just off the backs of 2 creators. You're not going to get enough growth for the entire platform to all of a sudden compete with Twitch just by getting like 4 or 5 streamers. You have to get like a decent amount of big names over onto the platform, but you also have to make sure that you're getting enough talent to come onto the platform organically in other ways, that you're getting new users to get into YouTube Gaming, they're streaming, they're actually blowing up on the platform, you're getting new viewers to actually enjoy using YouTube Gaming over Twitch. That way, you're getting more watch hours on there, you're making revenue off of it, you're getting new big creators and small creators on there, and overall you're growing the entire service. You're not really just growing like the big names on the platform while kind of neglecting everything else in a way. Now, when it comes down to Twitch, this just indicates a wholehearted problem. I mean, let's be honest. They are losing names left and right at this point. It seems like every week now there is a new name signing off to another platform. Like with YouTube doing this, we see more platforms opening up to the whole idea of signing off talent from Twitch. Twitch is going to have to do something about this, man, and honestly, the only thing they really can do to kind of combat these things, number one, they need to make their service better for their users. I mean, so many people are upset at Twitch right now, and there's so many good reasons to be. I mean, the list goes on so far that I could be here for a long time talking about it. We've babbled on about it a lot, but Twitch is going to have to start throwing money at people. Let's be honest, Twitch is going to have to start signing exclusivity deals just like everyone else. That's really the only way I see them protecting their creators from moving off to other platforms. You know what I'm saying? Because, I mean, let's keep it honest here. Let's say that I'm, a top 50 streamer on Twitch, okay? I get hundreds of thousands of viewers every month, millions of viewers every month. Let's keep it realistic here. I'm basically a sensation on Twitch. Twitch is not going to offer me a single dime to stay on the platform. I can go over to YouTube or Mixer a decent amount of my following is gonna follow over, watch my streams, enjoy it and whatnot, and I'm gonna be fine. Like, there's a very low risk of this actually, like, destroying my career or anything. And, you know, one of these other platforms is offering me just to go and stream on that platform. I mean, come on now. At that point, the auction is on. You know, whoever is offering the highest bid, whoever has the best platform, wherever my audience is most comfortable with, things like that, you take all those things into account. You know, you gotta secure the bag at a certain point. I just don't blame these guys for taking off. If YouTube came to me tomorrow and they said, hey, Optimus, we will pay you $1 million to stream for the next 4 years here on YouTube, I'm taking that deal. There's no way I'm turning that down. I am securing the bag, I am taking those digits, and I am running. There is no way that I'm not taking that deal, because why would they not make themselves more financially secure, go to a pretty decent platform? It's not like they're going to some no-name platform where there's like 80 people on the entire website that even have accounts in the first place. They're going to places with significant market shares. YouTube also has that Google money. They are not running out of budget anytime soon. They will be able to sign as many of these people over as they feel comfortable with. They will not be running out of budget anytime soon. Pretty much the same thing with Mixer and really, I guess, Twitch, if they ever decide to jump into the whole ring of things here. You got Google, Microsoft, and Amazon basically betting over who can play video games the longest on their platform. That is 2019, folks. I think that's pretty awesome. Secure the bag is all I gotta say, man. I'm definitely happy to see this for people. You know what I'm saying? This is life-changing kinds of things here, and I think this is gonna be pretty life-changing to Twitch too. Their empire is being threatened. They finally have to step in and do something. This isn't just some people complaining on Twitter or like me here on YouTube, oh, look at what they're doing. Actually affects their bottom line. Anyways, with that being said, thank you for watching this video. That's gonna be the end of this one, guys. I cannot talk today. Thank you for watching. If you did enjoy, make sure to leave a like and subscribe if you're brand new around here on my channel. Follow me over on Twitter at @SubToOptimus. I post memes, thoughts, and updates over there. It's a surefire way to get notifications of all my newest content. Join the Discord down below. Lots of great things going on down there as well. Thank you to my channel members. Your support helps my channel tremendously. And until my next video, guys, this is Optimus, getting that Mixer money and signing out.